A hustler just never stops hustling. I'm coming to you on my lunch break from my day job. I have a video that I put together for you guys, and I wanted to do a little introduction to the video and talk about a couple of things. So, first of all, happy Memorial Day, because it is Memorial Day, and I get paid time and a half for today. So, yay on that. I'm on my lunch break right now. This is how much I am hustling. I know that I have not paid as much attention as I should be to this channel. So this channel was supposed to be like my van life channel, but I have had problems keeping a van that wants to stay running. So right now it's been kind of in limbo, and I've been thinking a lot about things lately, and just like life is just lifing, and I am just kind of working on things. I'm setting goals and trying to set priorities. So obviously one of those priorities is I need to have a van so that I can make a channel about van lifing. And I have an affection for old vehicles. My dad always loved old vehicles, and he kind of brought me up around old vehicles, and I helped my dad work on old vehicles. He was very fond of Buicks. And he also became fond of like the old vans later on, as he was like doing the storage locker auctions and stuff. He always had these like old beater vans, and so I got that in me, and I want to save these things, but sometimes they are just more work, more time, more money, and more effort than you have to financially and physically like put into them. I had a knee injury last year, and I am like barely, it's been a year and a few months, and I'm barely like almost to 100% like right now at this point. So some things are still a little bit difficult for me to do, and just like my age, I just turned 55, which is really not that old, and I still physically want to do the work, but just like time is money, and it's hard and it's exhausting, and there's only certain things that I can do. Like I can only go so far, and without resources or people to help me. Like some jobs are just like with the other van that I had, some of the issues that I had, like physically I couldn't have like lifted parts or done things physically, because I'm not strong enough, right? So that brings me to my point, which is it's time to save for a newer model van. It's just time to bite the bullet. I'm tired of having vehicles that have issues with them, and all of the vehicles that I have had, because financially, right, I can't afford a whole lot, so they've been basically beaters. Even my current van that I have right now is a Honda minivan, and that's probably the newest vehicle that I've had probably in like the last 10 years. It's a 2004, and I think it's about to bite the bullet. It might even need an engine like rebuild, but I'm trying to make it last as long as I can. So I have to get the brakes done on that this week. But what I want to do is I want to save to get a Sprinter van, and I really didn't want to get a Sprinter van because I like to be different. I like the old vehicles. I like to look cool and classy, and classic maybe is a better word. But a little bit of paint, a little bit of vinyl decals, and I can make a Sprinter van look just as cool. So that is going to be the goal. And just depending on how things go in the next couple of months, I'm even contemplating financing a used Sprinter van so that I can get one that's even newer. And I want to get out there. I want to monetize this channel. I want to get on the road. I want to make great videos for you guys, and go back to just like doing seasonal work and gig work and things like that, so that I have my flexibility and my freedom. And I'm just itching to get out full time and be able to travel. So I have to see how things pan out. For now, I'm going to bring you guys my kind of local adventures. So that's what you're going to see coming up after this, is everything that I've been doing since basically January, because I have all of the footage, and I've just been so busy trying to run my Etsy shop and all of the things. And I've been working this job since basically the last day of March. I actually started here on my birthday. So I have a bunch of footage, but I haven't had time to like edit and put things together. And I've honestly been focusing more on my TikTok channel. But even that, the last couple of weeks, just because I've been working and everything, I haven't been posting a lot there. But I thought to myself, like, maybe that would be easier for me to manage because I can just make short little bursts of videos. But even that, it's just like, it's gotten to be a lot. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that I want to be a perfectionist. I want everything to look, you know, we want it to be Instagram worthy and all this, like, oh, look at us, we're on social media. And I just decided, you know what, I don't even care. That's why I'm in my work uniform right now, sitting behind the building. And I'm just like, I'm going to fucking make this introduction so that I can post this video and just be done with it, because people want to see real life. So this is me, this is real life, and what you're going to see coming up, if you went back and watched some of my last videos, I moved to Oregon about October of last year. I was in Portland, I was living in my minivan, I was working odd jobs, I was working at Amazon, and then through one of my gig working apps, I found a position here in Eugene that was maybe a month and a half, almost 2 months, and then they decided to end the position. So then I was kind of like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And I was just working my Etsy, and that was kind of like over Christmas time, so there was really nothing happening, you know, nobody hires at Christmas, all that whole thing. So I just, you know, kept going on, kept looking. I found a tiny house for rent, and so I moved into that in January. Then I ended up getting this job, and so that's what I've been doing and going on adventures and stuff. So what you're gonna see is you're gonna see a little bit of when I first moved into the tiny house, which was in January, and then a few little adventures that I've gone on that are locally within an hour and a half of Eugene. And these are all, this is why I'm filming it in, what is this, portrait mode, because I was filming everything like for TikTok. So this video will be in portrait mode. I've kind of taken all of the things that I filmed in portrait mode and kind of put them together in this video. It's around 25 minutes long. And then I'm going to have some that might be repetitive on the next video, which I did take in landscape mode. So from now on out, it'll be landscape mode. I was given a GoPro, so I will have a GoPro again. Although I have a love-hate relationship with GoPro because they overheat and the batteries don't last that long. But I did see on Amazon they have this, like, which I never knew they had. It's like a case basically that the GoPro fits in, and it has like an extended battery. So it's supposed to last longer. It's like $60. So if you guys want to support the channel, all the links are in the bio. I'll put the links below this video. You can support me by free, by liking, by subscribing, by sharing, and you can help me monetarily if you would like to through any of my cash links, but I highly prefer earning my dollar. So you can go to my Etsy shop, my Live Where You Park Etsy shop, and I have all things Live Where You Park there. All things Live Where You Park, all things van life, which I'm still slowly building that Etsy. For the majority of my 20 years on Etsy, I have been that 80s queen, which I'm still operating. And that has all of like my New Kids on the Block merchandise and all the other stuff. So you can go there too, and you can support me there. But if you'd like to buy a decal or a sticker, I have like, you know, lake decals and, you know, camping decals and shirts and things like that on my Live Where You Park. So that's a way that you can support me, and that will help me with my goal of getting a new van. So I think that's about it. That's what I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stick around so I can share more adventures with you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. What are you doing? So these are the stairs, and they're pretty steep, and there's no like guardrail up there. So I'm like nervous as hell about my dog, but I might have to chain her to my wrist or something so she doesn't fall over the edge. Okay, it is 8:17. I meant to put on time lapse so that you guys could see me as I unpacked, but I've just been so crazy. Ran to the store, got home, can't get this oven to work. So I had to switch up what I was going to make, and I had to find my pans, and then I couldn't find the pans, and I was like, I know I brought the pans. So I finally found the pans. It worked out. So now I'm finally going to cook my dinner, and then I need to vacuum so I can set up my bed, and then I might take a shower. I don't know. But it's celebration time. I can't believe this. This is amazing. This is going to be good. All right, talk to you guys in a bit. What? Look at you! Isn't that water cold? Get over here. She's drinking it. She says, I know it's fresh. Look at that. Stay, Nellie. Oh my gosh. Pooping! I'm officially a mushroom hunter. Look at all those mushrooms. Hey, what happened? What are you doing, doggy? Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Hold on, come here. Ready? Okay, go.
He's part Australian Shepherd, so he's like a herding dog.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Hi. Nelly, what are you doing, doggy? Nelly! Nelly! Come here! Ah! Oh, he found it. Come on. You're gonna yank me down this hill, Nelly. Wow, can you see through the bushes here? Look at how beautiful that is. I don't know if there's a way to get over there. Because on that side I think it's private property. And I wore my Crocs today. So it's not that kind of day. But oh, this would be a beautiful shot in the early morning. There's also this log that like goes across. But yeah, I have the dog. I have my camera. I got to talking to someone who was tending to a garden that is up in the other portion of the park, and he's actually one of the volunteers with the park organization here. So he showed me like a bunch of the flowers and the native wild plants that they're planting. So now I know where to look. They're all like coming up probably, I would say in the next week, they might start blooming. So that is going to be great. They're flowers that I've never heard of. I'm going to have to Google some of them. So he said they're very fragrant. They're called Trillium. So he said they're very fragrant, and I can't wait. I can't wait to come back and photograph all this stuff. It's so green here today. With this warmth, it's going to kick everything into high gear. So definitely going to be coming back to this park. I think that's a tetherball. Oh, I think it is. It's attached to, no wonder it's still here. I don't know. It's something. kick and spin. I don't know what the hell it's for. Oh, maybe it's for when the water comes in. Okay. Okay, we're learning. So I've walked around quite a bit to try and see if I can get access to walk along the water. And it doesn't really seem like you can. So I backtracked. I grabbed my jacket, but then I took it back. I had to go to the bathroom. I'm already tired and I haven't even gone anywhere. So I'm back up on this main trail. I was over here on this side along the water, but you can only kind of go so far, and then like it's all muddy, and you know, it's probably the water's going to start coming in soon, so I definitely don't want to get stuck out there without a way back or going too far and then having to trudge back through water. Okay, I finally found a little trail, so let's see where this takes us. Hopefully along the water. Oh, there's some interesting, what is this stuff? That, it goes back there. What the fuck is it? That's kind of creepy. There's like a fucking bench over here. What the heck? This is like a fucking ghost trail and shit. I don't know what this is for, but it's been here. It looks like there was maybe other ones right here. I'm gonna have to look that up. Oh my god, there's more over here. Oh, there's a guy. Be quiet. Okay, so there's a guy sitting over there on another one of these benches. Now I get it. It's so that you can sit there when the water comes in. So apparently, like, the water would still be deep enough, I guess, to stand up in. I don't know. I probably wouldn't want to be on there. But anyway, I guess that's what that's for. But I think it's better to come here probably, I don't know, when it's more filled with water, because there's not really any aquatic life going on. I was hoping to see some kind of birds, and I'm not really seeing anything. And there's not really a lot of forest around to see any kind of, like, I mean, there might be rabbits or something, but they're probably not out here right now. It's warm too, I'm dying. So yeah, today, oh well, it's a bust for what I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's definitely beautiful here though, but I'm not going to find anything really to photograph. Although, love how these blackberries are all like green right now and growing. Look at this beautiful new growth. Oh, I cannot wait to come and like wild harvest a bunch of berries. Okay, I've done it. I found it. I decided to continue going up instead of turning and going back. I stopped at one spot, which was just kind of like an off-the-road spot. There was nothing exciting there, but there was a cool view. And then I looked on the map really quick while I was parked there, and I found this place, which is, if you go up and then you make a right, it takes you down like the end of a private road, and there's a huge trail that goes through here. So this is what I was looking for. Oh, there's an offshoot right there. See, so it goes like this. There's this trail here. This is what I was looking for. Yes, here we go. This is what I wanted. Oh, it's so nice. And we still have some time before the sun goes down, at least an hour. Okay, I'm not doing very well because this ends in a big field and there's private property over there. So I feel like this is still good to access to go down there, but I don't want to go too far without knowing. So I'm going to go back up here and go back to the main trail. So it's okay. This is all recon. On a day when I have more light, I'll come and I'll go explore and I'll see, you know, like where it takes me. I mean, there's no fence or anything, so I don't think that it just ends on private property. But I don't know if you can access anything from over there. I don't want the people in that house to be looking at me wandering in a field like, look at that dumb idiot. So yeah, that'll be for another day. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm pretty sure those were mountains over there and not big clouds. Okay, so there's trails that go all through this marsh, but there also was trails back up in there. It's like, which way do I go in the maze? But I wanted to get out here by the water. Hopefully I don't get stuck. So there's definitely wildlife out here. Trying to see which way I can get back up onto the main trail. I don't think this is going to take me anywhere. I think I need to go this way. Okay, well, I'm committed. This does look like a trail, although it's not one that looks like it's used that often. Okay, let's see. Ay, ay, ay. Just my luck. Right after I fucking leave. Today just wasn't the day. It's all right. This is all recon. Okay, how do I get up there? I guess I'm going this way. I hear voices, so I have to be close, but I feel like I fucked up. I definitely don't want to go through the blackberry patch. Oh, shit. Okay. I'm toast. I made it. That definitely was not a trail. But I made it. I was kind of scared there for a minute. I didn't wear the proper shoes. Okay, so I made it to the end. And it's a big park. I'll show you in a second. But as I was walking up, because it looks like there's an old parking lot here. Because like I said, that was a road. So you probably used to be able to drive down here and park. I wonder why they closed it. But anyway, as I made it right into the parking lot, this other lady with her dog, like I didn't even know if the dog was hers because it was running kind of far away. It bolted up to me like it was going to attack me. I'm not joking. I've been attacked by a dog before. And he literally stopped about 2 feet from me. And the lady was like, oh, he's friendly. I'm like, yeah, but thinking, lady, you can't let your dog run up on people like that. I mean, some people could literally have a heart attack, you know. Thankfully, I had my wits about me. I just stopped and stood still, and I put my hand out. But I was fucking scared because, like I said, I've been attacked by a dog before. So that kind of shit is scary for me.